Hi, I'm Jennifer Devine, and this is the Successfou podcast. Each week, I bring you real stories from people across all industries, people operating at the top of their game. I show you who they are, what they do, how they got there, and how they stay on top. Because here's the truth. We all face opposition, successful and unsuccessful, all of us. So what sets them truly apart? What makes these super successful people so successful? What are they doing differently? I'll tell you, it's a mindset. It's a set of tools, a way of thinking most people never get taught. I see the mindsets and habits of successful people like stencils in an artist's kit. You don't have to guess or start from scratch. You can trace the shapes, follow the outlines, and bring your own life into full color. There's a whole library of real, hard-won lessons most people never even see. And each week, I unpack it with you, piece by piece, so you can live it, share it, and build a life you love. And it's not as hard as you think. Stay with me. Real people, real stories, real tools and templates of success to help you step into the life you're here to live. And I believe a rising tide lifts all boats. And there's more than enough room for you to rise too and share it with the people you love. Thanks for joining me.
So you've lost a lot of friends to Avalanche, and these weren't beginner skiers. Like, these are, I'm assuming, expert skiers.
Yeah, 10% bad luck, wrong person at the wrong place at the wrong time. But it's only 10%. 90% of the avalanche are triggered by the skier or a member of the group, a victim.
So welcome, Dominique Perret, to the Successfou podcast.
Thank you.
So for everyone who doesn't know you, who are you and what do you do?
So I'm a Swiss skier. I was born with a passion for freeriding, and I made my life out of the sport. And I was very lucky, very privileged to have a passion and to follow my heart.
Yeah, good. And what do you do now?
So for the last 30 years, I was doing freeriding, movies, expedition, big mountain riding. And I realized that the sports just exploded in numbers of practitioners, but accidents also exploded. So something was missing. And I developed an education program, which is online and also on the terrain, to help freeriders, backcountry skiers to get a good education.
On safety in the mountain.
On safety on the mountain.
And it's called WEMountain.
It's called WEMountain because the idea is really to work as a community.
Yeah.
So we have the practitioners, but we have the brand, the resorts, the mountain guide, the ski teacher. So it's like a team effort to make the mountain safer.
So who do you train? Who can come to your training and how do they find you?
All mountain enthusiasts are very welcome. People who want to ski off-piste, people who want to go for more adventure, to push the boundaries. And we developed a very, I would say, innovative system, which is online. You can start your course online. So you can do it from home at your own pace, at your own time. It's comfy. You don't have to be outside, listening to people for hours. So you can do all the theory at home, make your exams and the certification. And then the step 2, you will go on the mountain with mountain guides or ski teachers, and you will validate your new skills. So it's a very dynamic system, and we love it. It grows very fast. The young generation, they love to be online. Yeah. They love to be digital. So it's a new way to teach the mountains.
So do you teach just in Verbier in the Alps?
No, the idea is to be also global. So today we teach people in France, in Italy, Austria, and Switzerland, and soon US and Canada, and also South America, Chile and Argentina. So it's growing pretty fast. And the idea is really to have a standardized courses. So you can talk the same language, you can follow the same courses, to have like a community instead of having all different courses. And no, we want something to be, together.
So if someone wanted to go on like a lads trip, but they also want to do off-piste,
yeah,
and they want to be safe, could they do your course in like most people go for like a week? right, on a ski holiday, could they do your course in like 2 days, the practical side, and then do some heli-skiing?
So what they do, they would do the first part online before going to the Alps. Okay, very easy. And then the terrain course is 1 day. Because yes, it's really hard for most of the people to give 2 days for a course. It's too long, People, they have short holiday. They have 1 week. They don't want to follow a course that is too heavy. They want something short, intensive, and then they want to ski. So we think we have a good balance with that. It's a very good first introduction.
Do you teach them just safety, or do you also teach them if someone else is in trouble, how to help them?
No, it's a very holistic approach. We will teach them about human factors, about the mental, about the energy, about the medical state, about the gear. Then we will teach them about the weather, about the snow science, but it's a very complete approach. 90% of the course is how to avoid an avalanche, so it's really prevention.
Yeah.
And only 10% is how to make a rescue. This is something that is really interesting. People today, they buy a lot of rescue equipment, beacon, probe, shovel, airbags.
Yeah.
And this is not a safety equipment, it's a rescue equipment. So we teach them how to use it, but mostly how not to use it, how to ski safe. Because when you pull your airbag or when you get your beacon out, it's too late. Yeah. There is a drama. So we want to avoid dramas.
Yeah.
So it's really prevention.
I snowboard, but I have a huge respect for the mountain, especially after having kids. I mean, I tore my ACL ending up on a rock face. I had to jump off the lowest common denominator because I couldn't hike up.
Yeah.
And if I took my board off, my leg would go all the way into the snow. And then, and you do panic, and it is a mental thing, and it's scary. And so I ended up, the depth never looks as high when you're on top, right?
I agree.
And so I thought it was a 6-foot jump. When I got off, I realized it was about an 18-foot.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I didn't land. I thought, I'm just going to jump. I'm going to land this. I'm going to just land. I didn't plan to jump and ski off. I planned to jump and fall, but not break my legs. Okay. However, I didn't calculate the weight of my board pulling my legs down and my knee locking, so my knee bent backwards and I tore my ACL.
Okay.
Horrendous, but fine now. Everything's repairable. But I have a huge respect to the mountain, not just from that, but once you have children, right? You just have a whole different, you don't want to get, and you get older, so your bones break differently. You're not falling back. You're not built like a rubber band.
Mentally, ligaments and everything.
Yes, all of it. I mean, what can you tell me about the biggest risks? Like, what causes people to get, we know what causes avalanche, when there's too much weight on top of the snow. Or maybe I should start there. What causes an avalanche? What is the physics of an avalanche? I know people can cause avalanches because I heard you tell Shami.
Yeah.
But I always thought it was the weight on top of the underlying snow that becomes heavier because of weather conditions shifting. But that's
okay. It would be very difficult to explain everything in 2 seconds because it's really a science.
Yes.
What you need to know, when it snows, there's some weight.
Yes.
And you have the incline. Okay.
Yeah.
So the snow will come on the slopes. And the steeper is the incline. It's very easy to understand. I will take these two things. Okay. Yeah. This is the snowfall.
Yes.
If it's flat, it won't move.
Right.
As soon as you put some angle, slides. Okay. Yeah. So the more angle you put, the easier it will slide. Yeah. Or the more weight, because the weight will also accelerate the movement.
Yeah.
So the weight could come from if the sun.
Like you put a heavier thing on top.
You can put a heavier thing, and you see it will start easier.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
And the weight could come from the sun, just melting the snow, getting more water into
on the top.
Or just a skier, the weight of a skier. So an avalanche is when this very thin balance between the layers get broken and the snow just release. So sometimes you just need just a little bit.
So it could just be an angle like this and nothing's happening. Then the sailor comes, a little pressure. And then it starts to pull.
It triggers it. So
I like that.
It can be really subtle, This is why sometimes you will ski in the morning and things are very safe.
Yeah.
Because it was cold. during the night. And then you come up in the afternoon, maybe you had 5 or 6 hours of sun, the snowpack is a little bit heavier, and it triggers very quickly. So you need to learn all that, it's because you cannot see it. You cannot see the different layers. You cannot see the transformation of the layers. So you have to learn all that. It's impossible to know it.
Intrinsically, you have to learn.
Exactly, you have to learn that. And then you have to learn how to make good decisions, because 90% of the avalanche are triggered by the skier or a member of the group, a victim. So most of the time it's bad decision making. So we can work on that, Okay, for 10%, bad luck, wrong person at the wrong place at the wrong time. But it's only 10%. 90% it was a bad decision making. So we can work on that.
Yeah.
Follow a course, learn how to do this, and you will ride safer.
Have you ever been in an avalanche yourself?
Not an avalanche. I've been, when you ski really steep faces, you have what we call the fluff, which is manageable. But a real avalanche, no. Sometimes really close. But I've been helping to get people out. And I'm telling you, it's no fun. It is really sad. And it's so strong. I mean, the bodies are just smashed. It is not something you can play with, No. You have no chance. You have no chance.
Have you pulled people out of avalanches successfully where they live?
Some successfully and some are already dead. That's a thing. It could be the best day of your life. 50 centimeters of powder, sunny. I mean, the best of your life. And in a split of a second, it's the worst day of your life. Because maybe, your friends or your husband, your boyfriend, is underneath, or your kids. So it's really something you don't want to play with. It's a serious thing. And I think in skiing, we don't take it as serious as it should be. People should be more trained. Yeah. Really, we have still a lot of work to do.
So do avalanches ever happen on-piste, or is it always off-piste?
No, it's on-piste is very rare. I have to say that most of ski resorts are doing an amazing, amazing job as avalanche prevention, and they extraordinary people how to deal with a ski resort. So I would say it's almost impossible. You still have a chance, but almost impossible. Most of avalanche are in the backcountry. And sometimes it's just 10 meters outside of the piste, just 10 meters away. But on the piste, never. These guys are doing an amazing job. But sometimes you go 10, 20 meters on the side.
And it could be an avalanche.
Yeah, it could be an avalanche.
Okay, so message for the kids on camera too is if you stay on piste, 99%, maybe 100%, you're totally safe. You don't have to worry about an avalanche. On piste, but if you even go 5 meters off.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need, to go very far. And there are no small avalanches, because sometimes the consequences can be really bad. Sometimes just a little fluff can drag you over the cliff, over a rock or something. So never underestimate, an avalanche. So stay safe, ski with guide or ski teachers, but really get your education. It's easy, it's fun. You will end up more smart. You will end up with more fun also, because you understand the environment.
And the knowledge also gives you confidence.
Exactly. And more freedom, because then you will have more freedom. So I only see positive things about education.
Can you train, or is this just bad luck? Because an avalanche often starts on the top, or can start I suppose it probably could start anywhere on the mountain.
Can start anywhere, but most of the time on the top. Yes.
So if I'm skiing mid-mountain off-piste, and I'm a good skier or snowboarder, and someone's up 300, 500 yards, 1,000 meters above me, they can start the avalanche.
Yes.
How much time do I have? Can I ski out of it? Like, what should I do? Because that would be my fear. If I'm ever skiing and the mountain's behind me and I'm almost, down to the bottom somewhere and there's an avalanche coming, what do I do to protect myself? Do I go to the edge?
Hi, it's Jennifer Devine, and you're listening to the Successful podcast. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. If you're liking the content, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and then you won't miss out on any future episodes. And if there's someone you think could benefit from this information or watching and listening and finding inspirational, please share it with them. Now, let's get back to the show.
Because I've thought about this when I've been off-piste in Verbier before.
It's a few things. First, this is why it is very important for the community to be trained, because you don't want an idiot crossing above skier. This is something.
What does that mean?
Because if you're on top of the mountain and if you see some skiers below, you don't cross laterally. You wait for them to exit on a safe spot. You don't ski over people, because if you trigger something, they are dead. Okay.
I never knew that etiquette. Did you know that etiquette?
So people should have respect for people that are underneath, because they are fragile. You know, they are on the avalanche. So this is also something people should learn, that if you trigger it, you might kill other people. So, but if the avalanche comes, the only thing to do is, if it's possible, to go full line, to get some speed, and then to try to exit.
So full line means in the center, straight down,
and
foot
get
down.
some speed, you know, and then try to exit very slow. If you want to exit too quick, you will be pushed away, and then you will tumble. And then if
Is there a way to like take cover and create a hole around you? Because it'll crush you. The snow will crush you.
This you cannot. It's so powerful. You will be like blown away. There are a few things to do, but first, if you can, it's to put feet first, not head first.
Feet first where? Down mountain?
Down the mountain.
Okay.
Because then with your legs, you might, move. If you can, but it's very theoretical, is to grab a piece of your jacket.
Yeah.
But because to keep some airways, some space.
Okay.
But you have to grab something, because it's so powerful.
Grab your hood.
If you can, yes. If you have an airbag, of course, you put your airbag. But most of the time, you have no time to do it, and it's so powerful. You will be blown away like a dust.
Like a bug on the hand.
Yes, exactly. And then when the snow compressed, you cannot move. It's like cement. You're like cemented, because the snow comes. It's like, it's so much pressure, tons of snow, and you're if you're conscious, you will be you cannot move even a finger. You're like in concrete. No, it's awful. And we have been talking with people that have been in an avalanche and survived, and they say it was the worst of
How
the
did they
worst.
survive?
They were lucky. Friends could find them very quickly.
Yeah,
they were not
very
injured. They were not injured, because sometimes they tumble so much. So no, do not play with avalanches.
So you lay down on your back, feet down. Like if you see it's inevitable, you can see you're not getting away from it. The best you can hope for.
Yes.
A song and a prayer.
Yes.
Feet down, lay down.
Lay down,
grab
grab your things. It's a little bit like river rafting. When people do river rafting, they go down the river feet first, so they can kind of bump. People say you have to swim. Don't swim, because if you swim, you will go head first, and then you will go like this, and then you get everything in your face. So it's, if you can, feet first on your back, like a river,
river rafting.
Canyonings, when people do canyoning, grab something, but really, you don't want to be there.
What if you took off your helmet and put your face in your helmet?
You don't have time. You have a big. No. The power is huge. You have no time. Again, you're like a bug.
What if the trees are close? Like you're in the trees.
That's very dangerous.
It's worse to go to the trees?
Yes, because trees are obstacles. And if you get taken in an avalanche, you have trees, you will be in
What if you can quickly climb the tree?
You're not a bear. It's so quick. I mean, no, it's really something. It happened like this. By the time you realize, you're already blown away.
I'm never going off-piste again. But sometimes you end up on a hill and you end up accidentally off-piste.
Yeah, but
in Europe, you don't in America, because they're so good. The liability is so high. So there's like red ropes, there's lines,
yes, and it's private land. So it's completely different. But no, prepare yourself, prepare your route, know where you're going. This is preparation. It's But it's like everything in life. The more preparation, the safest you are. Yeah. If you go in the backcountry, is no preparation, your risk level is super high.
Yeah.
The more preparation, the more the risk level goes down. And if accidentally you are in a place you're not very, we say, comfortable, try to lower the angle. Try really to find a place which is
less steep.
Lower the angle, you lower the risk. The more angle, the more the risks.
Got it.
So if you have the choice, try to find something mellow and flat. You will be safe.
Okay.
You will be safer.
So you've lost a lot of friends to Avalanche, and these weren't beginner skiers. Like, these are, I'm assuming, expert skiers.
Yeah, there were some good skiers. Yeah.
Yeah. And so why do you think they got caught up in Avalanche?
Sometimes it was bad luck. Some of them, there was really bad luck. It happens, but 10%. And sometimes it's bad decision making, too much adrenaline, sometimes doing ski movies, filming, pushing your boundaries, getting too much self-confidence. So many things can happen. An avalanche is never one big mistake. It's a sum of many small mistakes you can do with your emotion, with your motivation. Maybe you were tired. Maybe, maybe your equipment was not perfect. And then this little thing, they add up, and then the choice of the line was not perfect. The snow changed a little bit. So your safety is a sum of these little details. This is why you have so many things to learn to master all these details. It takes time. It really takes time.
Yeah, everyone should anyone considering off-piste should get this education.
Exactly.
And they go to WEMountain.com.
Please do it. And, it's like nobody would ever go scuba diving without education. Yeah. Nobody would go free falling without education. But why in skiing people just go off like this and improvise? It's
putting your life in your hands.
Exactly. It's time to change. And we put together 50 experts from Canada, USA, Europe, doctor, psychologists, to make sure we have a very solid program. It's fun. It's digital, so you have no excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And not only for yourself, but also for the community, because as you said, you might do a mistake that will kill other people.
Yeah.
And this is...
And you'd have to live with that.
Yes. Yeah. So just for yourself and for the community, be smart on the mountain. And being smart is sexy. Being smart is cool.
Absolutely.
Being an idiot is not cool.
No.
So, yeah.
Oh, Dominique, thank you so much. So about your skiing, because you were a professional skier, right? Did you race like Shemi and do all the...
No, I did expeditions, movies. My thing was to go where nobody skied before.
And so you've done a lot of expedition movies. Where would I find like your most famous expedition movie?
I was in Mount Everest. I was a lot in the Alaska, in the Alps. I made over 30 movies.
You must find it really funny that it's like sitting with Al Pacino and being like, right, so how could people find your movies?
Yeah, so yeah, I was really fortunate to have a passion, and it was a good time, to develop the sport. And when I started, we were maybe a handful of pioneers, and today it's millions of people. So all these outdoor sports just boomed, they explode. And also after COVID, a lot of people, they wanted to reconnect with themselves, reconnect with nature. Yeah. And so we saw a second bump.
Do you still do expedition movies?
No movies anymore. It's been 30 years but no, my new expedition is WEMountain. That's my new adventure. To make sure, I received so much from skiing. I built my life. It was absolutely fantastic. Much more than I could dream of. So now it's time to give it back.
I love that.
And to make sure that the dream we create is sustainable, is responsible, and it goes on the right direction.
I love it. How long have you been doing WEMountain?
WEMountain is now the third season. But it's been 2 years of preparation to build up the program, with all the experts from around the world to make sure the product, the course were just
bang on.
bang on, top notch.
Do you hire a lot of like ski guides and people who are living in the mountains, working in the mountains anyway, and they already have so much knowledge of the terrain?
Yeah, we have but we also have expert. We have doctors, psychologists, expert about nutrition, because again, it's very important when you're on the mountain to be well fed, to have good hydration.
Yeah.
When you're dehydrated, you don't take good decision. It's a really holistic approach about human factors, environmental factors, blend together. So it's really interesting.
So you live in Verbier year round.
I live in Lausanne and Verbier.
Yeah.
I try to do.
And Lausanne was just like 30 minutes down the hill, right?
You're really fast in 30 minutes. Now it's about 1 hour drive. Yeah, but it's really, really close. Lausanne is on the lake and Verbier is on the mountain. So it's a beautiful spot.
It's beautiful. No, I love Verbier is my happy place.
It is an amazing place.
I love it there.
It is, to me, it's the best resort in the world.
Same.
Sure, yes.
Well, thanks so much. So is there anything else you'd want to tell young people, or is there anything we didn't cover that you think, wait, let's get this in there? Do you think we covered the
thing I want to say is that the more education you have, the more fun, the more freedom, and the more safety. So it's only a win-win. And we want to have an educated community.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Successfou podcast. Every story I share is a reminder that success isn't people who keep going, who learn and keep learning, and who lead with the heart. If something in this episode sparks something in you, pass it on to someone you care about. I'm Jennifer Devine, and I'll be back next week with more real stories and real tools and templates of success, real conversations to help you build the life you're here to live. Thanks for joining me.